What is going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire, and welcome to another video every day in February. Today I'm going to clean some shoes that I picked up at the Goodwill bins the other day. I picked up I think 6 pairs of shoes and a hat for about 26 bucks. One of the pairs of shoes I'm not going to list. When I started cleaning them, I realized they're exactly, I'll throw a picture up of the exact shoe, but it is basically this same style, this same brand of shoe. It's a rubberized spikeless golf shoe, but there's a crack in the side plastic. It's not through the shoe or anything, but it is kind of ugly enough that I don't think I want to list it. I just thought they were dirty and that was going to wipe off. Not the case. So I'm going to donate those shoes back. So I'm still left with, I think, 5 pairs of shoes and a hat from that Goodwill haul. That was a bins haul, so didn't pay a lot for any of that stuff, honestly. This morning also I got up, got some coffee, got some drafts listed. So I listed 5 items out of my drafts, but I don't have any drafts left. So I also have to take some pictures for I have something to list for tomorrow. Usually I like to stay 1 or 2 days ahead of drafts to list. I've still been listing 5 things every day, but let's get that all done and then we can pull some orders at the end of this video. Now, I've shown it a few times on this channel, but I just do very basic photography. I do flat lays on the floor for like shirts, jerseys, jeans, you know, hats or hard good items. I usually use a table. I use 2 box lights. I'll show you my complete setup right now. We'll take some photos and then, like I said, we'll pull some orders here. But definitely have to get those drafts going, because if I leave it to the morning of, it's too much pressure for me just to list, you know, the day of. I do have to do that on occasion, but if I can avoid that, I usually try. And like I said, a couple days in advance is where I like to be. So I have a few jerseys. I'm gonna get these ones listed first, or draft first anyway. There's the hat I picked up at the bins. Here's the shoes I just cleaned up. I just cleaned up the shoes too that you see me pick up in the little getaway video. They turned out pretty nice. They weren't really that dirty anyway. I just had to kind of clean the bottoms. But yeah, really good. Happy with those. All that stuff cleaned up really easy. And these Crocs, because they're basically material, I'm going to throw these in the wash machine. So I've got a load of laundry ready to go. But before I do that, I'm going to clean just the shoes with some towels. And we'll get set up here for some pictures. All right, so I have 2 of these MOUNTDOG light boxes. I had 3, but I actually donated the 3rd one to Goodwill because I found I didn't use it. And I think there was some sort of other issue with the stand where it didn't work. It was like on a boom where it went out, and I just didn't like it. So we're gonna use this. So now we're also gonna use just like this area right here. So I just like using the wood background. So what I'm trying to say, I don't know why it's so difficult. And we're gonna use a little model. I usually use the male one with the beard. Don't really have names for them, but these are actually my wife's from hair school. She was gonna just get rid of them, and I thought, hey, why not use them for something? So we're basically just gonna set it like this, position her so she looks nice, right? We're gonna take one photo, a side photo, a back photo, the other side photo, and then we'll get rid of her. Generally like to take a picture of the inside of the hat here to show just this condition. You know, if there's any other information inside that'd be important. You know, and not just with a hat, that's pretty much with anything. Even if it was a video game, I'd just try to show all angles and conditions. And then if there are any flaws, you try to take pictures of the flaws. This is a hat, it's pretty basic. But so you can do that with any kind of item. I like to use this area. And then for, like I said, clothing or anything larger, I'll use the floor. So we'll set that up and take that right now. Room light above. And then I have these guys angled sort of towards each other. And then I would normally have my phone turned into square mode, and we would get a nice picture like this right from above, but just in square mode. You know, I'd usually take a picture down here of the tag, might get a picture up here with the actual size. Then I would grab something to measure with. So we want to have a chest measurement in this particular jersey. You know, we'd want a length measurement in this particular jersey. And then we would flip it over and take a picture from the backside. And that's basically it for the most part. It's very, very simple. I do the same thing with t-shirts. You know, with jeans, I do the same type of thing. Sometimes I'll do the inseam as well for a measurement. But that's it. Anything you want to lay flat on the floor, it's very, very easy. A couple of box lights like this really help. It just stops like shadows. So like you don't want shadows and dark spots. It just helps things look really nice and clean. So, you know, I would suggest something like this, or LED light, like the light panels are pretty good too, but I've had a lot of luck with these light boxes. So, you know, I would suggest them personally. I don't have like an affiliate link or anything like that. I can link down below the actual light boxes if you wanted to see the ones that I have bought. But yeah, other than that, let's post some orders. All right, we had a Funko Pop sell on eBay. We're gonna have to disturb the cat, Leo, laying in the chair. This is the last one, the Seinfeld, it's this Kramer, I think, right? Do a little bit of adjusting down here. So it's this guy right here. Seinfeld, Kramer, good cop. Last one, slide Michael Scott back in there. So yeah, this one sold on eBay. The buyer did reach out already and ask when I was going to ship it, so they seem like they're a little impatient. We're going to ship it in a box. We are going to put some bubble wrap on this guy, and it looks like it sold for, I'm going to have to take another peek because I don't remember, but I think it sold for $14.95 plus shipping. Not too bad. Let's get this guy shipped out. All right, so this one's going to go Canada Post expedited parcel all the way to Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. So this one's taking a pretty good trip, and it's going to cost $14.50. I was hoping there was going to be a courier option that made it a little cheaper. Not the case on this one, so I'm losing a few dollars on shipping, but this is the last Funko Pop. It's not my last Funko Pop, obviously I got lots more in there, but it's the last Seinfeld Kramer from the box that I had. Be happy to get rid of all these. To be honest, I don't really want to say anything negative about the company that I got these from, but I was looking for a wholesale for Funkos when they were popular. I found one, didn't really work out very well. Sometimes I was trying to buy limited edition ones and they were sending me different ones that weren't Chase, and it was a mess. So I don't really want to badmouth the company at all. I'm glad they worked with me, but it's not something we're going to continue to do going into the future. But that's the last Kramer anyway, so happy to get that one out of here. All right, we have another eBay sale. Now I think this t-shirt sold for about right around $18, like $17 and change. This is a really great brand. I thought I would try the t-shirts. I picked them up at Goodwill for $4 or $5. Pretty much would not pick the t-shirts up again. The jackets and some of the jackets and pants probably, but it's 511 tactical. They do sell, they just sell around, you know, the $20 to $25 range. Let's see if we can find it in here. All right, I did find it, and this is what was throwing me off here. If we look at the actual back of it, there's the knives, but in the front picture, it's just got the 511 tactical. So this is the right one. I had a hard time. I had to dig through a couple bins, but we found it. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of money for this. I'm not going to make a lot of money on this. It's a 511 tactical is a great brand, but maybe just not the t-shirts unless you can get them a little cheaper. All right, now this one's going to go United States Postal Service lightweight to Arizona, and it costs $8.11. So I'm making a little bit less than $1 on this one on the shipping. So it's kind of getting some money back from the last shipment. It's kind of the way it works. All right, for me, when you do flat rates, sometimes I overpay, sometimes I make a few dollars back, but I think for the most part, it does average out. So lightweight package, United States Postal Service to Arizona through Stallion Express. All right, we have another eBay sale, and it should be over here. These shirts are, yeah, it's at the bottom, are separate. So the clothing in this bin is separate because it was from the wholesale buy there I made. This one sold for, it's a Suicide in Silence t-shirt. It's a more modern t-shirt, even though it looks a little bit distressed. It should be in here. Oh, it's right here. Got this one sold for, I think I accepted a best offer of $20. I think it was listed for like 22 or 23. So 20 bucks on this one, plus shipping on eBay. So this t-shirt is shipping out for a similar rate. It's United States Postal Service lightweight all the way to Colorado. And this one costs $8.90. So I charge $9 when they're going to the US. So that's pretty much covers it. I think it's $9 to the US, and then anywhere within Canada for t-shirts and things this size, I think I charge $12. So just to give you a rough idea. So not too bad going all the way to Colorado. All right, another eBay sale. I accepted an offer, I think a best offer, or maybe I sent out a best offer, but there was an offer involved for sure. And it's a hats. Let's see if we can find it. It shouldn't be too far unless it's over here, which is a good possibility. No. I just readjusted this entire bin, so maybe it's just further down, even though it was just listed. So I guess we're gonna dig this apart a little bit, see if we can find it. Yeah, it's right here. It's not too far. It's this vintage Epcot hat, okay? So it is a foam hat. It's pretty floppy, but as more to do with the age. The bill is in good condition still, which is really important. The rest of the hat is floppy, but it will look nice on. There's no tag inside in this one, so I can't really say it's made in the US or anything like that. But it's a really cool trucker hat with the Epcot logo on it, so Disney Epcot. $22 and some change accepted on this one, best offer. All right, this time I decided to use a courier. It was available. This one's going to Toronto, Ontario, so not that far. With Uni. It only costs $5.40, so that's really good. The other thing is I picked this up at the Goodwill bins, so I'm into it really next to nothing. This hat is super, super lightweight. Can tell you exactly, even in the box, it is only 5 ounces, so it's not very heavy at all. Going at a really, really good rate. So I'll be making some of that shipping money back on this one from the first shipment. And that's how you can kind of see, like I said, it kind of does even out over time. So you pay a little bit too much sometimes, and sometimes you make a little bit of money, and I think it evens out in the end. I know me and John and I talked on the podcast. He said maybe you should track it for an entire month. Maybe I'll do that. That would be a very, very interesting thing to do. But for the most part, I do feel like it does just even itself out. All right, we have a few Poshmark Canada sales. This one should be in the LPS down here. It's a pair of men's Wrangler jean shorts, I think. It took a best offer or accepted an offer of $19 for these guys. Yeah, brand new with tags. These came from the Goodwill bins with the tags on them, size 40. They're definitely like a carpenter style pant here, 19 bucks. Let's get these guys shipped out. Selling them in February also. Selling a pair of shorts in February in Canada. Pretty interesting. All right, like always on Poshmark, buyer pays shipping, Canada Post expedited, and this one's going to Kirkland, Quebec. So I assume maybe somebody's going on a vacation, but if not, maybe they're just stocking up, getting ready for summer. Happy to see these ones go for sure. Would I pick them up again from the bins? Yes. Would I pick them up in a thrift store? Probably not, but at the Goodwill bins, I would almost always pick up brand new with tags. Wrangler's not the best brand in the world, but if brand new in tags from the bins, like honestly, I'm gonna pick them up. All right, we sold a pair of Levi's 505s on Poshmark. They should be in the men's jeans bin right here. So I think they're size 32, 30. Shouldn't be too hard to find. 514s, are you 505s? Levi 516. No, it's not them. Another pair of 516s. There's 504s. They're going to be down here a ways, apparently. Another pair of American Eagles. There's 505s, but they're black. All right, where are you going to be? Very bottom. Very bottom. Here we go. Very bottom. Levi 505 3230s. I assume these came from the Goodwill bins as well. 24 bucks. Not too bad at all. Would I pick these up again? Absolutely. Let's get these ones shipped out. All right, buyer pays shipping, Canada Post expedited parcel, and these jeans are going to go all the way to Montreal, Quebec. All right, we've sold a pair of shoes on Poshmark. These particular Asics sold for, I think, I took a best offer of $35. I think Posh Sidekick was sending out offers. You guys see me pick these up in a video recently, in a thrift haul video. These are the Asic, it's 20, but what is the actual thing here? Throw it up on the screen. I can't remember the model of these particular ones, but a pair of Asics, pretty nice pair actually. We'll throw it up there. They might be gel something or other. They're all so similar, right? Very nice condition. I think I thought I would have got maybe closer to 40 bucks for these guys, but still happy to see these ones go for $35 on Poshmark, and they were a pretty quick sale as well. All right, got these ones all boxed up. Canada Post expedited, buyer pays shipping. These ones are going all the way to Calgary, Alberta. All right, another Poshmark sale. Now I just seen this one. Yeah, it's sitting here right on top. It's this Roots hat. Okay, it's a vintage Roots hat, 100% polyester. It's an Olympics one. Sold for $22 on Poshmark. I think I'm gonna put it in a box, even though it probably doesn't need to go in a box. I already had this one made up for something else, so we'll do that. I think it sold for, like I said, 22 bucks on Poshmark. Picked this one up, I believe, at the Goodwill bins. Haven't had it too long. Or I got this one in a box. I also got it delisted across all other platforms. That's something that is very important. I have mentioned it in one of the other puller videos. As soon as something sells, I don't normally delist it right away anymore. I usually wait till I pull the order to pack it to make sure that I have it, which I try to do within a day or so of it selling anyway. And then I make sure it's delisted across eBay, across Poshmark, across Etsy, Depop, wherever it's listed, you have to delist it, okay? If you have an auto delister, that's awesome. This one's going in Ontario as well, Canada Post, expedited, obviously, with Poshmark. But yeah, so you have to make, but anyway, back to what I was saying, you do have to make sure you delist your items if you have them cross-listed. You know, I do my best. Once in a while, it'll catch me off guard. Like the other day, I sold a plush that I already had sold that did not get delisted on Poshmark. So those things will happen, but just keep in mind when you see me make sales, the one thing in between that you don't see me do every single time is delist on other platforms. All right, if you guys stuck around this long, I really do appreciate it. The other day on Instagram, I posted these stickers that I just picked up right here. They come into focus if you didn't see them. If you want one, hit me up on Instagram. I don't have a lot of them. I do have a plan for most of them. I'm going to ship them out to some people in particular. I don't want to share too much of that now. I probably maybe make a video about that as well. But if you do want one, message me. They're going to be like $1 or $2 plus shipping, but it'll be letter mail. So really, it'll probably be like $3 if you're interested. Hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about it. Other than that, you know, I still got some things going on this week. I'm probably going to do one more wholesale buy that you'll see in a couple days. That's the plan. I'm going to meet somebody tomorrow, going to the bins tomorrow as well. And then we have to drop off some stuff at Stallion Express. So somewhere you'll see that in the next couple of videos. But anyways, guys, if you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow.